Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to create an automation and shortcut on your iPhone to actually bypass the Hansshow screen in order for the audio, any audio, to play through your Tesla's car speakers. This automation can also work for any other vehicle that you use CarPlay with. So I'm going to show you two different ways that I have this set up, and then you can mix and match this between a Tesla or any other vehicle. But primarily this video is going to be for people that have a Tesla with some sort of Hansshow screen installed. So to start with, you'll want to find the Shortcuts app on your phone. If you don't have it installed, you can go to the App Store and download it. But it actually looks like the one here. It's the first column of apps here, and the one in the middle, it says Shortcuts. So you just open that up, and then from here, it'll default to the Shortcuts tab screen. And you can see at the very top there, this is part of one of the automations I have a SiriusXM subscription, and one of the channels that I listen to most frequently is the Octane channel. I went on their site and got the link for their channel, and then whenever I have this shortcut played through the automation, it opens up the app in the background and starts playing my SiriusXM music. But we'll get to that here in a second. So for the automation that I have, this is for the SiriusXM automation that I have on my phone. But I mean, if you don't have a SiriusXM subscription, I mean, you can just skip ahead. But for the most part, it's going, even the next part I'm going to show you, where I show you how to do like Apple Music, for instance, it's going to be similar to this. This is the layout that you'll have. So, and you'll see here in just a moment when I show you how to actually start creating the automation, that it's based off of when your car connects to CarPlay, your Tesla in this case. So when your phone connects to CarPlay, and then the next thing down it says do these things. And then the list of do these things, these are the different items you actually have to set. This has been the most successful for me. I mean, ever so often it does kind of glitch a little bit, and like the music will start playing and I'll have to manually switch over the music. But I'll show you how to do that. It's super quick, but at least this will alleviate you from having to go to the Hansshow touchscreen and go through each screen on the Hansshow device in order to get you to the app that you want to use. So you can create an automation that'll go ahead and open the app, start playing the music, and then if for some reason it doesn't start playing immediately, there is a super quick way that you can change the output of where your audio is going, and I'll show you that here in just a moment. So I'm going to get out of here, and then I'm going to start a automation from scratch. So from here, at the very bottom, you see three buttons. One says Shortcuts, Automation, and then the other one says Gallery. So you'll want to make sure you tap on Automation, and then there'll be a plus button in the top right hand corner. So just select that plus button. It'll give you some quick options to choose from here. The second set of buttons down, it's the fourth one down there on the second set, it says CarPlay. If that for some reason does not show up for you, all you have to do is go into the search bar at the very top and just type in CarPlay, and then there it'll show up right there. So you just select that, and then it gives you two options here: when CarPlay connects or when CarPlay disconnects. So in this case, when your phone connects to the Hansshow device, it will start running the CarPlay. So in this case, you want to make sure it says connects. And then the next thing down, it says run after confirmation or run immediately. So for me, I want to run immediately. If you do the run after confirmation, your phone will send you a notification stating CarPlay has been connected, and it'll ask you if you want to run the automation. In this case, I don't want to have to fool with that, so if you just hit run immediately, as soon as your phone connects to CarPlay, it will automatically start running through the different options that you put in here, or the different tasks that this automation needs to run. And then the last thing here, I select this so my iPhone will send me a notification when the automation has been run. This is also good if for some reason it fails. It'll give you an error message after the automation has been run, and it'll tell you if there's something broken within the automation. In that case, you could just go in there and fix it. So you don't necessarily have to have the notification on, but for me, it helps. if there ever is an issue. But I'm going to go ahead and select it. And then from up here at the top right, you'll see the button that says next. So you just hit that. Okay, now from here, you have to hit New Blank Automation. It's the first tab on the screen. If you haven't created an automation yet, or if you're starting one from scratch, you have to hit this New Blank Automation. Play music shows up, the third one down there, because this is a recent action that I've used through an automation, so it shows up right at the beginning for me. But if for some reason that doesn't show up, you can just go down to the search bar and you can just type music, and then just scroll down and you'll see all the options you can select for music. So in this case, you could select a specific type of music. You could find music within your Apple Music library. You could get a specific playlist you have. I mean, there's all sorts of things here, but for me, I'm just going to start with the default of just play music. When this tab loads, you'll see play, and then right next to it, kind of dimmed out in blue, you see where it says music. From there, you want to tap where it says music. Now, this will give you the option of how you want this automation to pull the music. If you want to, you can go under Listen Now. This is basically different music that Apple has procured for you based off of your listening habits within Apple Music. So you can go in here and select anything in this list you want. There's even some specific recommendations in here for you. You can do that if you want. It has some recommended playlists. Anything in here you want, you select it, and then the automation will run it. Next thing down is browse. From here, this is actually radio stations. So whichever you select in here, it's going to be what an Apple type of radio station. So you select this, and it'll always play that until you come in here and actually switch it. What I'm going to start with is the library down at the bottom, because I have a playlist that I listen to in the gym. And whenever I'm in my car, ever so often, I like to listen to that as I'm on the way to the gym, and I continue listening to it once I'm at the gym. So for me, once I hit library, you hit playlist at the very top of the screen, and then this is a list of different playlists I have. Down at the very bottom, I have my workout mix. And then you can actually add specific songs from a playlist if you want. Or for me, I'm going to add the entire playlist. So I'll hit at the top right hand corner next to cancel, you'll see a plus button. You just hit that plus button and it'll go back to the main screen here. Now you'll see a little arrow button next to workout mix. If you select that, it'll give you the option to shuffle your music or to start it from the first song, go all the way through, and then repeat it back to the beginning. So for me, I like to keep it interesting, so I'll shuffle it, and then I'm going to shuffle the songs. Now for the repeat, you don't have to do anything with that. You can just select, none. Now the next thing you'll want to do is put your timers in here. So for your timers, this is basically once your phone connects to the CarPlay, it can take just a few seconds for your phone and the Hansshow device to 100% sync together. So you want to have a little bit of a timer in there, just a few seconds, just to give your phone and the Hansshow device enough time to fully connect. So from here, what you have to do is just go down to the search bar and type in wait. And then the second thing on the list, it says wait. And once you select that, it'll say 1 second. If you tap where it says 1 second, a little plus and minus will come up, and you can actually increase it. You only need 5 seconds. 5 seconds is plenty enough time. And then once that happens, you're good to go. In order to move this to the beginning, so in front of your playlist or your radio station or whatever you choose to do, tap and hold, and it'll move the weight to the very top. Or if you want to move it down somewhere else, you can do that too. Now, the next thing you want to do is set your playback destination. What this is going to do is, instead of by default, when you play music through the Hansshow device, it's either going to play music through the speaker that's on the Hansshow screen, or if you have a Hansshow device that does not have a speaker on it, if the phone connects to that device, it's going to read it as a CarPlay device, and it's going to try to play music to CarPlay when there's not anything there. On a normal car that has CarPlay built into it, where you actually have to plug in with a USB, or if you are lucky enough to have one of them cars with wireless CarPlay, once you connect, it's by default it's going to play through the car speakers because the CarPlay is a part of that vehicle. In this case, the Hansshow device is separate, so it doesn't know to route your music through your Tesla speakers. So that's what changing the playback destination is going to do. So in order to add that, you just go down to the search bar and start typing in change play. And then once you hit that, you'll see the first thing on the list that says change playback destination. Right there, the first thing in blue, it says set. If you tap that, it's going to give you some different options here. Set, add, and remove. For me, I start with remove. So in my case, I'll hit remove. And then the second option, it'll give you a list of things that you want to remove from the playback destinations. So in this case, you see where it says CarPlay. That's because I'm sitting in my Tesla right now, and it is reading the Hansshow device that I have, which is an F68. It is reading it as a CarPlay device. So whenever I do connect my phone, if I don't have this automation set, it's going to try to play the music through the Hansshow device, which is not what I want. So I'm going to just select CarPlay to remove that playback destination. And then I'm going to add the set playback destination one more time. So go down here and type in change playback. And then right there, first thing on the list, change playback destination. And this time I'm going to set it to playback destination. Instead of my iPhone, I'm going to set it to Tesla Model 3. Now, yours would be Tesla Model Y or Tesla Model, S, or whatever model of Tesla you have. That's what it's going to show here on this list. Now, once this is complete, all you have to do is hit done. And once your automation is complete, in order to test this, you can go into the settings of your Tesla. You'll find the safety menu. Once you select the safety menu, scroll down to the bottom of that screen and you'll see a big power off button. Once you select the power off button, it'll ask you for a confirmation that you actually want to shut the screen off. Hit yes, and then once you do that, the Tesla screen will power off and the Hansshow screen. In order to get them to turn back on, just open up your door and your Tesla will start power cycling the screens back on. Now, once you get the Hansshow device and your phone connected, once CarPlay is activated, it will automatically run the automation that you set. Now, you can do this with Spotify. You can do it with Pandora. I will say that at least with the SiriusXM app, there are those occasions where I have to specifically tell my phone to play the music through the Tesla and not the Hansshow screen. But it doesn't happen when I play like just the regular Apple Music off of my phone. It's just something weird with the SiriusXM app. But I'm going to show you how to adjust just really quick, how to switch the output of where your audio is going once media begins to play. Okay, so now if for some reason you start playing your music through the automation and it doesn't actually immediately start playing through your Tesla car speakers, this will show you a really quick way to bypass that and actually route it where it needs to go. So on your dynamic island at the top, whatever music is currently playing, you'll see the little album art in the top left-hand corner of your dynamic island. If you tap and hold that, then it'll load the dynamic island window here, and then in the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see where I have my headphones playing. I could not make this recording in my car because my recording was coming through my car speakers and it just wasn't working, so I had to do it this way. So if you can imagine, when I have my headphones connected, that would actually look like a little CarPlay symbol. So it'll look like a little circle with a play button in the middle. In this list here, it would have different audio options. One of them would be your Tesla. So for me, it says Tesla Model 3 because that's what I have. If you have a Tesla Model S or a Tesla Model Y, it'll show that in this list here. It'll say CarPlay, which is normally the Hansshow device. An older type of Hansshow display I had, it didn't even say CarPlay. It actually showed the model number for the screen as the device, so that it showed that in this list as well. So that's just something to be aware of. So even though it may not show up as CarPlay, it may be showing up as the model number of your Hansshow device or some weird number with your Hansshow device. And then the next thing in the list would be your iPhone. All you have to do is open up this list, select Tesla Model 3, Tesla Model Y, Tesla Model S, whichever one you have. Once you select that, it'll immediately start playing your music through your car speakers. So that was just to show you the music was starting to play. If you do have any questions, please comment down below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Subscribe for future videos. I really appreciate everyone watching this video, and thank you for your time.